So we know that the angle between two lines, if you want to find the angle between two lines like this, let's say if you have two lines, and the angle is, let's say, if the angle between these two lines is theta, then theta is given by plus or minus tan inverse m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Where m1 and m2 is, they are the m1 and m2. What are m1 and m2? They are the slopes of these two lines. So if you know the slopes of two lines, you can find the angle between these two lines. But slope gives you angle between the line and x-axis. Of course, you have to do tan inverse of that slope, right? Now, what I want to focus is, or what I want to cover in this lesson is, what is the condition for two lines to be parallel? Mathematically, we know, let's say, two lines, right? We know the equations of two lines. When are these two lines parallel? Ghanashyam, come here. Tell me. What do you think? When are two lines parallel?
When they go straight each angle.
When they go straight to one another. What does that mean?
These two lines never meet one angle.
They never intersect.
Yes.
They never intersect, right? So no. They never intersect. Let's say now we have equation of this line. What is the equation of this line? Of course, line has an equation. So we can write it in the form y equals to m1x plus c1. For each line, all of these things are different, right? Similarly, for this line, y equals to m2x plus c2. Similarly, for this line, y equals to
m3x plus c3.
Like y and x are never changing, only m1 and m2 are changing, m1 and c, they are changing. Y and x are variables. Okay? They are variables. These are constant. For a line, m and c, they are constant. So, what do you see between line A, line B and line C? Immediately when you look at them. What is one thing that you can say about their interrelationship? What does it look like?
B and C.
Line B and C are parallel.
B and C are parallel.
C and A are intersecting.
C and A are intersecting. These two lines intersect. Of course, with B also it's going to be intersect.
Yes.
So B and C are
Parallel.
parallel. So, for example, now if they are parallel, these two lines are parallel. If they are parallel, what's the next question that we generally ask? What is the angle made by these two lines? How much angle do they make with one another? Tulsi. B and C, what's the angle that they make with one another? Sujata. No, she does not have the answer. The answer somewhere you have to look at the board and see. Huh? The answer is not written on Cosmi's face. Pushpa. The angle is 0. The angle is 0 because they never meet. They never intersect. The angle is 0. The angle between them is 0. So if you want to find the angle between B and C, let's find the angle. Let's see. The angle is 0, right?
Yes.
If two lines are to be parallel, the angle between these two lines, always, never forget this. The angle is what we are talking about, the angle between the lines, between these two lines, between the parallel lines. How much is it? 0. Right? So theta is 0. So theta is 0. Alright, so let's do that job. there. So angle between B and C, that is to say theta equals to how much?
0.
0 degrees. Now if you put in there as theta equals to 0, you will see what happens to M1 and M2. Right? The angle between B and C is 0, right? What is the slope of B? What is the slope of B? M1 is the slope, Baba. I'm not asking you the equation. M1 is the slope. What is the slope of C? M2. Right? If we know M1 and M2, we can find the angle between these two lines. If we know the slope, we can find the angle between these two lines using this formula. Right? So theta equals to tan inverse M1, the first slope is M1 minus the second M2 divided by 1 plus M1 times M2. But because these two lines are parallel, theta is equal to 0. So let's put that here, 0 equals to tan inverse M1 minus M2 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. Plus minus I'm not writing it. So tan inverse is that if I want to do some simplification here, I have to send this tan inverse where? On this side, right? On this side. I have to bring it on this side. So tan 0 equals to M1 minus M2 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. Is this clear? Is this clear to all of you?
Yes.
Very much?
Yes.
What is tan 0?
Tan
0. 0.
Well, you should know the value. Equals to M1 minus M2 divided by 1 plus M1 M2. What can be done further? What can be done further? Cross multiply, right? So you send all of this on this side. How much is it going to be?
0.
1 plus M1 M2 times 0 is 0 equals to M1 minus M2.
M1 is equals to M.
So if you bring M2 here, M2 equals to M1. What does it mean? What does it mean?
Slope of
Yes?
slope of a line is equals to C is equals to slope of B.
That's the condition. Hello? Don't sleep. When two lines are parallel, B and C are parallel, what will happen naturally?
The both lines have equal
Same slope. They should have equal value of the slope. That is to say, if I give you two lines, let's say y equals to 3x minus 2, y equals to 3x minus 7. They are both
Parallel.
parallel. Why?
because the slope are equal.
Their slope. Y equals to mx plus c. M is the slope, m is the slope, both are equal. When they are both equal, what does that tell us? That angle between them is 0, angle between them is 0, that means
They are parallel.
they're going in one direction, like this. They're not crisscrossing. Alright? Angle 0 means
They are parallel.
they are
Parallel.
parallel. For example, if I give you, let's say, another question, 3x plus 2y equals to 5. And then another one, 6x plus 12y equals to 10. Are they parallel or not? Why?
Because the slope is different.
What's the slope of the first line?
Of first line is 3.
Wrong. You have to always change in the form of y equals to mx plus c.
First one is
2
3 divided 2.
3 divided by 2.
3
y equals to 5 minus 3x.
3x. And y is equals
Y equals to 5 divided by 2
minus 3
divided
divided by 2 y.
That is to say y equals to minus 3 by 2x plus 5 by 2. What's the
The
slope?
slope is minus 3 by 2.
Minus 3 by 2. Slope is this. What about this one? Y equals to, if you do the calculation, you will get minus 6 over 12 x plus 10 over 12. How much is this one? Minus 1 over 2x plus 10 over 12. Slope is minus half. Is the slope should be equal, right? That's the condition. Because the angle, if the angle is 0, parallel means the angle between them is
0.
0. If the angle is 0, the slope needs to be equal. But the slopes are not equal. They're not going in the same direction. They will intersect somewhere. So therefore, whenever you have a line, to check whether two lines are parallel or not, all you need is
The slope.
all you need is
Slope.
to know what their slope is. These two lines are not the same lines. Are the same lines?
No.
They are not the same lines. Same line means they have to overlap. They are not the same lines. But they are parallel lines. But they are
Parallel lines.
parallel lines. Okay. So that's how you check. Always change the equation in the form of y equals
Y
to
equals to
mx
mx
plus
plus
c.
c.
And then you find the slope. And if the slopes are equal, then you know that these two lines are parallel.
Parallel.
Alright. That's